Alright, what's up y'all? So we have got a short video today, just one match. This was the match I needed to play to get into Master Ball tier, and I just felt like, why not just use a team I know that I built that is very strong and consistent and can just get the job done without us having to worry too hard, right? So, this is my Terapagos team, for those who do not remember. I built it pretty far back in the beginning of this regulation, but the main thing I think I want to say about it is like this match demonstrates really well something that I think about sometimes when I'm playing matches, and that's like, whose game are we playing? You know, like does it feel like I'm the one who's in control of the board state most of the time, and my opponent is the one who's having to react to what I'm doing more than I'm having to react to what they're doing? Or does it feel more like we're playing their game and I'm kind of like on the back foot, constantly having to pivot, constantly having to choose what I'm doing because what they're doing is too much of a threat that like it's forcing me to do something, right? And you know, sometimes you can win by playing reactive. You know, there's it's wrong to say that playing reactive is bad, you know, because clearly if you play reactive correctly, you know, you're reading the board state and that allows you to win, right? Like if you play reactive enough, you can get out of a bad situation or whatever situation and win, right? But so maybe like reactive isn't necessarily the right word, but like you'll see in the game, you know, like it feels like the opponent is constantly having to respond to what I'm doing much more than I'm having to respond to what they're doing. And in that sense, it feels a lot more like we're playing my game than we're playing their game. And that becomes very apparent within like literally just a couple turns. So I think that's just something to think about, you know, making playing the game in a way that it really feels like, you know, you're making your opponent have to respond more, or you're putting on the pressure. And sometimes, you know, it's not a clear rule. Like I said, you know, sometimes being reactive yourself is important. You know, you're not going to be the one pushing the pressure every turn. You're going to have to respond on certain turns, right? But yeah, so talking about the team a little bit, like clearly this is a protect the leader type of team. You know, like we have the Calm Mind Terapagos set up, and then we have 2 redirectors, we have 2 Pollen Puff users, we have Choice Scarf Chiyu to increase damage and to just be an overall threat, and then we have Raging Bolt to do Raging Bolt things and to ward off threats like Urshifu, you know, because Thunderclap is very useful for, you know, just pretty much handling Urshifu water and or you know, dealing massive damage into Kyogre, like Zacian, things like that, right? So just overall solid team. I'm glad with how it turned out. I know you guys will hear the dogs like eating their bones in this match and in the last match. So sorry about that, but that's life, you know, with dogs. And yeah, I like the team. If you guys haven't tried it and you're looking for a Terapagos team to try that's like standard but just a little bit different, you know, I think this is a great team to try because like you really start to see why like the Chiyu Amoonguss Ogerpon Raging Bolt is such like a scary supportive core. And you know, Calyrex, my Calyrex is like a 252 HP, 252 speed, just in case I want to do fast Calyrex Ice, but you know, I'm just being lazy in some sense by not re-EV training. But it works. Like I actually find the bulk kind of being nice sometimes. So anyways, I'll let you guys get over the match and stay classy world, you know. So yeah, all right. Ulysses, rank 11, aka maybe Master Ball tier. I don't know. Alright, so first off, my dogs are biting bones, so you can probably hear that. which is what it is. I guess I'm just gonna mute for a second. Well, I have to play this match, right? What do I do here? So, like, my mushroom is an incredibly good start, and so is my Terapagos, because, technically, like, this is a pretty good lead, too. And then we bring this in the back. This. So we have to play this really unconventionally, which sucks. Like, I almost never would play the matches like this usually. And I get the feeling that they can probably just... I mean, what? Like... Like, I spore here and I just go for Snarl. Is actually kind of a good play. Like, yeah. Yeah. It's like we could play the Calm Mind game with them, but... Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, that's pretty bad, honestly. I should have just gone right for Pollen Puff. I think we're winning this. Sorry, I know you guys can almost definitely hear the dogs like gnawing on their whatevers, you know? I think I'm making some misplays here, but I'm just trying to cover for all bases. Like, we probably should have gone for Earth Power here, but like, is it even good for them to set Trick Room? Like, how does that actually work? So I'm just gonna, yeah, like, I need to Spore. Get the super effective Star Storm off. Don't think there's much ways to win for them. So let's just go for Pollen Puff here just in case there's Star Storm. Because they might actually live on one. No. Does wake up, probably goes for Trick Room. I mean, like, does it win you the game? That's all I'm wondering, you know, like, does it win you the game? So we'll get the Master Belts here, which is good. Rage Powder, Terror, Star Storm. Mungus did Amungus things. What can you say? Yeah, I mean, there's no out, you know, like, you're not safe in Trick Room, you're not safe out of Trick Room, so. Yeah, GG. Alright. Alright. So it was a little scary there in the beginning, but I think locking into Snarl made it kind of difficult for them, so. And Spore, obviously. Yeah.